In shooter, Bob Swagger was accused of shooting the Russian president with a modified bullet. Well, I think we can remake that. Let's see. First, let's import our image, drag and drop it, push D on the keyboard, backdrop options, bottom left, and you bring in your image, change the size, 5, cancel that, zoom into the tip, coding down, control alternate to zoom in, and then we'll get our disk and place it here like so, move it up more like that, and drag. Okay, let's zoom in so that we see exactly where we're putting this. Okay, I'll move this just a bit like that. Go to the numeric panel and copy the X axis to the Z, paste it so that we can have a round shape. Space on the keyboard to deselect. While in polygon mode, here, select the bottom and push B on the keyboard. Let's zoom out a bit. Okay, so we'll pick one side that we're going to follow throughout to the bottom. So we'll put it down like that. Okay, there, like that. Create a well-rounded edge, pull it in, drag down, out again. Okay, let's move down, hold down alternate to move. Okay, create the edge, pull it down, pull it again. Okay, so we create another edge like so, then we go in again, then pull down and like so. Oops, undo. I don't think I've reached the point that I wanted. Let me put it even some more. No, still need to drag it some more like that. Okay, pull outwards, create that edge, hold alternate to move down and move, drag like that. Let's keep going. Okay, like that. Let's move down. I think at this point I can actually zoom out. Let's zoom out and drag it like that. Just follow the end. Drag to the bottom. Okay, we reached there. Let's zoom in. Okay, move again. Oops. Move outwards like so, and pull out and go in like that. Okay, so I know you have noticed in some points I didn't push the question mark key to deselect. I didn't put some edges like on this part. So what I'm going to do is, so far this is what we've made. What I'm going to do is before I go too far, before I start dealing with those, I'll come here, say more, here, gears, this 16, just multiply this by 2 and say OK, and let's select this. The closing bracket will select the entire object, cut, and let's go in another layer, paste it. While selecting half of the other layer, zoom out, push, while your mouse is here, push R, Shift H on the keyboard to make it small, Shift A to fit your object, drag it, and well, I want it to fit like so. Hold down Control to restrain your movement of the object. Just move up. So T to move, hold down Control, and you want to put it there. Shift H to reduce the size again till we have it like that. And what we're going to do is move closer. Space on the keyboard to deselect to deactivate the key, the tool that we had. Select that polygon. T to move it up till we reach this tip. Space, question mark, deselect. Select the bottom part as well. T to move, drag it down, and okay, I think that's cool. Space, deselect. At this point we want to save our object. We'll say bullet 003 and go to texture wired, zoom in, select all these faces here of the gear. Okay, all around, we need all of them all around. Okay, like so, and we're going to push B on our keyboard. Let's zoom in, let's see what we'll be doing. Let's zoom in, and we're going to, yeah, just like that, just to create like an edge. Okay, push A on the keyboard. We'll come back to our first object. While like this, just push the tab key, tab on your keyboard. See, the problem that we are going to get here is this. Now it's too round. We need it to be, we'll need the edges to be sharp. So what we'll do is, let's say here, let's start with the tip before we go too far. Okay, push the tab button again so that we go back to our normal view. Select that, B for bevel. Okay, let's make, oops, okay, push tab, say okay, select this edge, make it smaller, B for bevel, bevel it, space, bevel it some more. Okay, space, deselect. So we'll push the tab key again. Now it's round. Okay, so we'll select, while in polygon mode, select the top layers. Hold down Shift, close bracket, will increase your selection up to maybe there. Push E on the keyboard. See, now what happens is we get a well sharp edge. I think, let me do that again. Let me try and do it from there. You know, the first one was better. E on the keyboard, space, then question mark to deselect. We'll do the same thing for this one as well. Just make sure you're in polygon mode. Hold down shift to select more points, like that, close bracket to increase your selection, push E on the keyboard. Okay, same thing with this part as well. So select all this, shift, close bracket, more like that, and we'll push the E button one more time. Okay, to the lower part, select this, push the E button one more time, space, question mark to deselect. Okay, if I add this, hold down shift to select two layers, S to save. So if I look now what we have, okay, the only thing remaining now is to color our object. So what we're going to do is we'll select them. We'll select this top layer, push Q on the keyboard, say this is the top, and tick this, make default. That will make our color default. It will be our default color, so just untick that. And it doesn't matter what color I select right now, just leave it. I'll select question mark anyway to deselect. I'll come back to the gear. Let me select this and shift, close bracket to increase your selection. Q, we say this is the mid, and question mark to deselect, and we'll come here, select this and everything below, Q, and we'll say bottom, say OK, and question mark to deselect, save. Surface editor, we'll start with the bottom, change this to standard, we change the color to this, say OK. I'll change the specular to 30 and this to 10. Same thing with the mid, standard, this 30, this 10. Top, same thing, standard, specular 30, glossiness 10. Now what we do is I'll go to the bump up, and oh, I didn't change the colors for the mid. I'll change the color of the mid to that, and I'll change the bottom to this one. Yeah, top, sorry I didn't change the top, I'll go for this one. Yeah, okay, S to save. And what I'll do is I'll start with the bottom texture, just select this, say load image. You can get a seamless bump texture off Google, and you can use that, and say OK. Say copy all layers, cancel. I'll come to the specular, I'll say replace all, diffuse, same thing, and the glossiness, I'll say same thing. I'll go to the mid, I'll paste them as well. Paste. Okay, top, same thing, paste, specular, paste, glossiness, paste, and the bump up as well. Oops, I forgot the bump map on the mid. Okay, save. So for the gear, I'll push Q and I'll say it should be the same as the mid. As I save, Ctrl X to cut and paste it in the first layer, Ctrl V, deselect, question mark, save. Let's go in the other layer, pull out, D, I want to remove this picture. Okay, so while seeing my object in the background, I'll zoom out. So what I want to see is the box. I'll get a box. I want to put a ground. I'll make it just a little bit thick, space, and F2. I'll go to the bullet as well, F2. Save. Say send object to layout. Cancel. Push D so that the grid square can be 1. You can reduce this. Zoom out. I want the bullets, so you can push F4 on the keyboard to have the two views. This one can be the front, so that I can rotate it. Y to rotate, T to move. Okay, I'll zoom in. Y to rotate again, T to move, Y to rotate, just a bit more. Okay, T to move. Okay. Where's our camera? Let's go in the right view. Ooh, it's too far. Let's move it closer. Okay. And I'll move it up like that. Y to rotate. And yeah, so here I can change this to camera view so that I can see the camera. I'll change this. I'll go to properties. I'll say instead of distant light, I can say area light. And while in the properties, oops, properties of the light, I'll say this should be 100% intensity. I'll say rotate. I'll rotate this till it faces the ground. T to move, and I'll put it on top like that. Okay, let's check in the front view. I'll make sure it's right on top. Okay, so if you check it out in the VPR view, we have something like that. So we'll go to our camera properties, change this to that, change this to 6, and the anti-aliasing. These numbers should be divisible, never forget. Okay, and so what I can do is I'll select this, copy this, say okay, and let me go in perspective, or let me go to the top view. I'll move it and I'll rotate it. So you can have that. You can duplicate them to as many as you want. T to move, rotate. You can rotate it like that, and I'll bring it maybe just down here. Move it away a bit. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe, like. If you want to see more videos, be sure to click on the notification button. If you have anything to say or you have any requests, put your comment down below and I'll be sure to hit you back. And thanks for watching.